folks. Happy Metric Friday. Pat Benatar, my clone sleeps alone. Boom, 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 boom. So, let's throw you a curveball tonight. Alright, let's play a different one. Try this one. So, Callum from Scotland says, just a cheap beer, cheaply made. Just nothing good about this really crap beer. It's actually pretty spot on. UK draft 4.3 version, better than expected. I already knew there would be no of flavors, but it actually has more taste than I've been led to believe. Malty, biscuity taste, medium finish, quite dry. 2018 FIFA in 2019. I am thirsty as fuck. Smell weak to medium, some hops, some citrus, some sweet, foamy thin, watery side, some citrus feel, bitter notes, blah blah blah. That guy's making shit up. Anyway, if you haven't guessed already, we are going to do the King of Beers. That's what it used to be called. I don't know what they call it anymore. I can honestly say I have not had a Budweiser over a decade. Easy. When I moved out here to the West, nobody drank Budweiser, and so my buddy Jimbo liked MGD, refused to drink Budweiser, said it gave him a stomachache. I think he was just being an asshat, but did I care? Beer is beer, right? And that was back when beer was beer anyway. So Budweiser, the king of beers, brewed by our original process from the choicest hops, rice, and the best barley malt. And we know that their best barley malt, by the way, probably their hops. Always clean the tops of your cans, by the way. They sit in warehouses forever. Rats have no ability to control their continence, and so as they walk, they piss and they shit, and it gets on top of your beer, top of your soda, top of anything with a can lid. Always clean the tops of cans, regardless of what it does. So anyway, he was an MGD guy, and just for the sake of making life easier, we would just drink MGD. And then Angus ruled my life and turned me on to beer. So I stopped drinking this shit entirely. And literally, I stopped drinking this before the whole GMO fucking scandal thing. But once I wasn't already drinking it, I said, screw it. But tonight I said, what the hell? Let's have a Budweiser. So 100% renewable, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't tell me anything about the beer on the can, right? The Gulag machine tells me it's 5.0 with negligible IBUs, and nobody makes notice of the fact that it's GMO toxic beer. But once in a while, you gotta say, what the fuck, right? All things in moderation, so. Let's see what Budweiser actually tastes like, because I rarely do anything relatively popular here. Yeah, really light vacant, but, well, not completely vacant, but a really, really light nose on it. Doesn't really smell like much. Super pale, so what is that, like a 1 or a 2 on the SRM? Okay. As far as I know, Budweiser is a lager, I believe. No, yeah, style pale lager. So, give it a nose, let's give it a tongue, give it a shot, see what she's got. It's not horrible. It's not really there. I mean, you're not going to get much out of this anyway, because, you know, it's brewed for the lowest common denominator. It's gassy. So, really thin and light through the front and middle, which burns off to a really clean finish. And I've always assumed it was the rice that gives it that nice, dry, clean, crisp finish. At least that's what I was led to believe. When I was a kid, this was the beer we drank when we had decent money. This is like a level 2. If you didn't have any money, you drank like Black Label or Foxhead or Stroh's, the cheap shit. And then if you did have money, Budweiser used to turn out a beer called Michelob. That Michelob Ultra is not Michelob. And Michelob was their really, really high-end beer. It was really good and solid. It was a really delicious beer that they don't make anymore because it wasn't popular enough. People are idiots. Oh no, Lite Beer came around, and morons started buying more light beer than real beer. So it doesn't matter. They get bought by InBev, which completely fucks the whole model. And again, GMO toxin. But once in a great blue moon, it's interesting to revisit the past and see what I'm not really missing anymore. Crisp, clean, light, dry on the finish. This is not a horrible beer, and if it wasn't for the fact that it was poison, I would drink this more often. What'd I say? 5 ABV, negligible IBUs. Let's give Budweiser a 3.5. Again, it's not a bad beer. It's just not a good beer. All right, folks, thanks for checking in. I will catch you on the next one. Happy Metric Friday. Thought I was going to leave that one out, right? And have a good rest of your week and into your weekend. I hope the Easter Bunny was nice to you and hooked you up well. Adios.